All right, welcome this Monday final game of the Nash Vegas Winter Showdown. This is a consolation game with Preds and the Mission Arizona team. They played actually the first game of the tournament. I think that was a 2-1 victory for the Preds. Your Preds will be in their golds as a home team. Finished in the round robin in the standings just above the Mission team, and then Mission is in white jerseys. On the rink right beside us, we have the Nashville Flyers, 14U AA playing against the Vegas Golden Knights. Looks like they're sending out Grant, Noble, and Bruley to start with Will and Talon. And puck drop. Grant's stick goes flying off the faceoff. Bruley providing good pressure there behind the net. Talon comes and scoops it up, going all the way up this side. He gets it across. He gets it across center and gets it into the zone, but then it pops back out. Well, he tried to cross ice pass that to Will, but that was intercepted by the Mission player, and then Hayden had to make a save here on the near side. Will comes and scoops that up, sends it up to Doble. Doble couldn't quite handle that, and Mission's just going to reverse that, but as Griffin was coming on the ice, he scooped it up, dumps it in. He's going to follow his own dump in and provides a nice work check there at the end of it. Lucas over to Huddy Minturn. Huddy can't keep it on his stick. He was going to go back to the point. That was taken away from by the Mission team. Brooke tries to put it down in the corner, and that's up in the netting. Got Huddy out there with Lucas and Nick. Mission takes that away. Nick with a back check. Griffin over to Brooks. Brooks tried to get it up the ice, but that was deflected by the Mission player. Griffin to Huddy. Huddy tried to spring Lucas, but timing didn't quite work out. Now it's back here in our own zone. And Griffin gets it up to Huddy again. He leaves it for Lucas. Mission takes that away as Lucas tried to skate through the player. Mission has a player in front. Talon, nice stick there to break that up. Now it's up to Lucas with Jackson and Hank. As he entered the zone, he encountered several Mission players who were just off the bench from a change. And Talon couldn't quite keep that in. And it's a way off ice. Not sure why. I'm not sure who touched that. Should be automatic icing there if nobody touched it. Doesn't matter doesn't matter which team at this stage. It doesn't matter which team has a play on the puck. If the can get there, it doesn't really matter at this edge. Tyler dumped it in deep. Bouncing puck over there on the wall by the benches. Brooks sends it deep. We got a couple of players. We got a couple of players here that can make a play on the puck, and Mission was nowhere to be found, but then couldn't quite handle it well enough. Carson just comes off the wall here, but he had that tipped away from him. But nice play by it looks like there's going to be a penalty here. Looks like there's going to be a penalty here on Carson with a hook. Hooking on Carson gives Mission the first power play of the game. Preds shorthanded here. We're going to go with Tyler, Griffin, Ruley, and Grant on the penalty kill to start. Mission comes away with it. Shot hits the side of the net. The Mission shot there deflected, hits the wall over here. Mission player finds, that was a nice feed from behind the goal line. Found his teammate right there on the doorstep. And that shot, Hayden had to make a save on. Hayden makes another pad save here. Mission sends that one all the way across the crease, across the ice, and the whistle blows for a net off the pegs. The stoppage of play as they fix the netting. Seconds to go on the penalty. Preds switch out the PK line. Now it's Doble, Nick, Will, and Talon. Talon protecting the front of the net. Now he's going to go and he's going to go and collect that behind the back of the net. Now Nick off the races on short-handed. And I think Nick got hooked coming across the ice there on his shot. With 9 seconds left on it, so teams will be 4-on-4 for 9, and then Preds will be on power play. Penalty's expired. The Preds penalty is expired. Now it's Preds power play. Brooks around the net to Lucas. Lucas can't keep it. That pass right there has to be the first one that connects, or else it breaks up all the momentum. Tyler and Brooks with Huddy, Lucas, and Nick. Lucas out to the point for Tyler. Tyler's shot looking for a deflection. Couldn't get one. Now over to Brooks. Brooks couldn't keep that on his stick, so Mission player is off to the races. His shot goes wide. But that long rebound allows Preds to transition quickly back into the zone. It was shot so hard that it rimmed all the way around the boards. Mission goalie makes a save there, gave up a rebound, but nobody on the doorstep to capitalize. And Mission penalty expires. Yeah. So Mission interfered as Hank was coming across the neutral zone. I think they got the wrong guy on interference, but they've got a guy in the box. They have a player, but I don't think it was the right player. Or maybe my eyes were fooling me. So Preds back on the power play. About 7 minutes to go in the first period. Mission clears that out. You have Hank Jackson and Winston out there with Griffin and Talon. Talon loading up a shot from the point. He shot, got a deflection, but the deflection went wide. Hank feeds Jackson. Jackson's shot. Bad save by the goalie. And then Winston sent it deep, but out of everybody's reach, and this one gets out of the zone. 41 seconds still in the power play. Plenty of time to regroup here. That shot's blocked by the Mission player, and they clear the zone again. So power play about to expire. And it does. Nothing doing there. A couple of shots. That feed from Sully to Carson was read well by the Mission defense before Carson could get a shot off. Stoppage of play on icing with 5:30 to go in the first. Whoa. Tyler was trying to reverse that around the wall, and that came right off the wall and into Hayden's kitchen. So Hayden has to cover that up. Stops play. Mission gets an offensive zone faceoff in our defensive zone, obviously. Oh, jeez. And Sully tried to clear that over to the wall and hit the Mission player in the mask as he was down on the ice. Tyler just chipped that one up off the glass, and that's going to be icing as well as it goes the length of the ice. Really Doble and Grant out there right now. Grant sprung Doble. Doble has really come down the left side, but Mission player took away the passing lane. Chaos in front of the net, and Mission clears it. So Rulli ended up kind of getting covered up there. Mission taking away the passing lane. Doble takes the shot. There was a rebound there, but couldn't capitalize on it. Puck misplayed there by the Mission player. So it stays in the zone. Will takes a shot that goes wide. Fallon dumps it back in deep. Puck back deep behind the net again as Mission reverses ice there. Now that one's going to be chipped all the way down for icing so that Mission can get a change. I guess no icing. Not sure why. I mean, that's just an intentional dump in to get a Carson's hard shot, or Huddy's hard shot there. Rebound left in front, but couldn't capitalize. So, as I was saying, I'm not sure why that wasn't icing. That was kind of an intentional dump in to get a change. Now there's going to be a holding penalty. Looks like Mission. So Preds' third power play chance of the game. They'll go with Carson, Sully, Huddy, with Brooks and Griffin on defense. Mission wins the faceoff. They clear the zone. We have to regroup. Brooks up to Carson. Carson absorbs the check, trying to get it into the offensive zone here. Huddy having a hard time with the puck. Mission clears the zone. Brooks back to Griffin. Griffin up to Sully. looks like the Preds entered the zone offside, offensive zone offside. Still on the power play. Changing out the line here, you have Nick, Lucas, and Winston with Talon and Tyler. Winston to Lucas. Lucas's shot scooped up by the Mission goalie. 2:27 to go in the first. Still no score. Puck at everybody's feet. Mission comes away with it. Mission dumps it in. Good play there because it wasn't icing and wasn't going to be, as Mission was providing good pressure. Short-handed as they rim it around the back of the net there. Winston was able to get to it first. The puck is still sort of... Yeah, that one's going to get past the defense. And penalty will expire. Preds 0 for 3 on the power play in this game so far. Talon was trying to get that out and couldn't. It sort of slid off his stick. And Tyler finally just gets aggressive on the puck carrier. Made sure that he couldn't do anything with it and got it out of the zone, but Mission came right back. Will with a nice body on the Mission player there to knock him off the puck, and Winston now coming in the zone had Doble, but loses the puck there. Now Winston with Doble and Rulli. Winston's going to chip it in and get off. Rulli couldn't get to that one and keep it in. .30 seconds to go in the period. Rulli picks it up at center ice. Doesn't really have a lane. Tried to get it to Grant, but Grant had already skated by that pass. Shot from Mission got deflected, and Hayden stops it. Covers it up with 10 seconds to go in the period. Now that was important there to keep Mission from having a good chance at the end of the period to win that faceoff. They did. 1 second left, and that'll be the end of the period. Still no score. So if you joined late, this is the Mission team that we played in the first game. It was just a 2-1 win for the Preds, so it was pretty evenly matched. Preds come in with a 1-2 record for the tournament. Mission, I think, 0-3 in the round robin. Beginning of the second here. Mission looking for a passing lane from behind the net. Oh, we had a penalty. They're on a power play. I didn't even see that. I guess at the end of the first there was a penalty. I'm not even sure what it was. That's a pass. That one almost connected. Ooh. That pass was left for anybody to get to, and Mission got to it first. Had a point-blank shot on Hayden. Brooks sends it back to Tyler. Tyler up to Carson. Yeah, that was tipped, so no ice. And Carson goes and chases. Penalty has also expired. And Preds will go back shorthanded again. Roughing on Carson. So this whole period has been Mission power play so far. Started with a carryover from the first for the first minute and a half. Now they'll have another minute and a half on this penalty right at the tail end of the other one. Sully, Jonah, Will, and Talon out there to try to kill this penalty. That deflection came in from the high slot there from Mission and goes wide. Now Mission has it sort of top of the circle. Deflected puck, but Mission has it. Another block from Hayden. Talon clears that, makes Mission reset. Shot looked like it was deflected coming in too, deflected wide. That shot caught everybody in front. Hayden takes away the lower part of the net, and then Mission's rebound shot goes high. 7 seconds to go on the power play. Mission. They've had some good pressure on it. A couple of good shots. Power play is expired, but Preds player Nick coming off the bench is just kind of getting into the play now. So now it's evenly matched 5-on-5. Got Lucas and Nick. Nick gets taken down. Then Lucas stuck it right in front of the net for Huddy, and Huddy's having to battle with a couple of Mission players, and their goalie falls on it. About 10.5 to go in the second. Or 10.5 left, I guess. Nick from the top of the circle, shot blocked. Mission collects it. They're transitioning. Mission shot goes wide. Huddy tries to spring Lucas. That's what a lot of his reach. Puck springs out into the Preds offensive zone. Griffin, I think, was the one that sent it over there. He's going and chasing his own dump, or his own play. Now Lucas on the right side has to go behind the net. So that trip from Mission will give the Preds their 4th power play of the game. 0 for 3 so far. They're going to go with Ruley, Winston, Hank, Brooks, and Will. Will kept it in, gets some help from Winston over there, and now it's behind the net to Hank. Hank in the corner, scoots around one player. And high sticking on Preds, I guess. Didn't see it, it was a little away from the play. So as that player collects himself, I don't know if that was the result of the high stick or not. They've got a penalty up on the board, so it looks like it'll be penalty on the Preds. No score here. 9-minute mark of the second. And it is going to be a high stick on Winston. Looked like maybe as he was trying to lift the stick of the other player, got his up too high. So that negates the power play. We had roughly 27 seconds of one. Seems to be 4-on-4 here for the rest of ours, for the rest of the original penalty on Mission. And then Mission might be on a power play after that. Hank coming in with Ruley down this side. They're 2-on-2, 2-on-3 basically. That is Hank still dancing there. Gets it back to the point for Will. Will finds the pat in the shooting lane. Looking for a tip, didn't get one. Brooks sends it back deep behind the net. Will pinches down. Ruley going to the net. Will found him, but that deflected just wide. Good read, and Brooks sends it back down deep. Nice pressure here, 4-on-4 from this group. Good active stick from Hank. Hank to Will. Will over to Brooks. Brooks can just try to get that deep and keep the play moving. Will's going to pinch down. He puts it toward the goal. The goalie gets a stick on it. This is Brooks 1-on-1 with the Mission player. Mission player gets a shot off. Hayden made the save. So the first penalty is expiring. Now Mission will be on a power play for about 15 seconds. Sorry, I think I said originally when they were both on the board, I think I said they would have about a 27-second power play. It was they're only going to have about a 16 power play. Just under 8 to go in the second. Got Tyler, Jackson, Grant, and Talon. Talon collects it behind the net and reverses it back to Jackson. Jackson absorbs the hit there. Mission comes away with it though. That shot deflected and gloved by Hayden to stop play. Now teams will be back to full strength, both sides. Got Sully, Jonah, Carson with Tyler and Talon. Face-off win for the Predators. Carson looks like he might have taken a stick or something to the chin. He left his stick on the ice. So we had to replace him. I think Nick replaced him. So it's Sully, Nick, and Jonah. Sully on the far wall tries to chip it past the Mission player. Couldn't. Mission brings it back into the neutral zone. And good back check there by Nick. Gives it to Talon. Talon sends it off the boards to get it out of the zone, and he does. Tyler sends it back in deep as his forwards were getting onside. Will pinches down, puts on the brakes, then puts it deep. Huddy trying to get it out to the center, couldn't connect with Lucas. Will now puts it back in deep. Huddy's got Lucas. Lucas's one-timer. Goalie made the save on that on the backside here. Griffin tried to keep it in, but Mission comes away with it. Will, really nice stick there from Will to poke that away. And there's going to be a penalty behind the play on Will. Roughing penalty at the backs on the back of that play on Will. I'm not sure exactly what happened down there on the wall. Looked like he was just riding him into the wall, but couldn't really see it. So Preds will go back shorthanded in a 0-0 game. Parade to the penalty box continues. Penalty kill here will be Winston, Lucas, Huddy, and Griffin. Oh, good job of Hayden to seal off that post there. There was a wraparound chance, made the first save, and then he made a second pad save on the back post there. Grant finds Lucas. Lucas couldn't get the shot off clean. That's a trip, even though it's an incidental trip. That should have been a trip. Missing shot, rings off the post. Hayden trying to get on top of it, and does. Loose stick from Mission player out here in neutral ice, tripped Ruley. No call on that. 4:39 to go in the second. Still 21 seconds left on Will's penalty. They tossed Ruley from the faceoff. Not even sure why. That was quick. Missing shot there. Mission player had Hayden down. It's a trip too. Even though those are incidental, those are trips. So penalty expires. Teams 5 aside. Oh, ref says that stayed in. Wow. And Hayden's going to cover that one up as the shot came in on him from long range. Still no score. Late in the second, just under 4 minutes. This is Winston, Will, Talon, and Hank. Oh, and Jackson. So Winston, Hank, and Jackson forwards. Will and Talon on defense. Mission tried to put that up the wall. Hank did a nice job of an intercept there to keep it in play in our offensive zone. Winston's give to Hank. Hank gave it to Jackson. Jackson had a shooting lane, but couldn't connect. And then Mission goalie covers. Looked like there were two options there: shot or pass. Makes the save over to, or makes the pass over to Jackson. Couldn't make it work. Talon takes that one, tried to slide it over to Will, but he was being pressured pretty quickly, so that was a little out of Will's reach. Then we get it back. Winston chasing on the near boards here. He's going to dump it. Or he's going to chip it in. I shouldn't say dump. He more chipped it in. Hank and Winston over there with the Mission players. Basically 2-on-2, just killing some seconds. Hank comes away with it. Tries to get a backhander on net. Mission sticks hard down on him. And they're able to prevent that from being a good chance there. Talon reverses it up this wall. No icing. Lucas over on that far wall finds Nick. Nick's shot deflected out in front. Talon saves that, takes the shot, hits a Mission player in the arm. Play goes on. He hits another player. He tried to find Lucas in front. And then Huddy's shot goes high. And Talon finally, Mission finally clears their zone. Now Nick 1-on-1. Mission kept him from being able to turn the corner. Brooks to Hayden, or to Huddy. Lucas with it on his stick here, high in the zone. Mission players overskated it though, and then Lucas tried to go through a few players to Nick and couldn't connect. Good job of Griffin there to be aware on the transition breakout. He's being clotheslined down behind our net. But Griffin's awareness there is right at his feet with a Mission player bearing down on him. He was able to get to it first and keep it from being a breakout for Mission. Or an odd man chance for Mission. Puck going back and forth here, and now it's going to be icing on Mission. Ruley, Doble, and Grant are out there right now with... Oh, they're changing the D pair, so it'll be Ruley, Doble, and Grant with Griffin and Talon. Doble actually won the face-off, but Ruley had just vacated the spot where it went. 20 seconds to go in the period. Preds offside. It's up in his face, ref. Jeez. And a trip. Yeah, slew foot. Face. I mean, call any of them. There's like 3 of them you can call. None of them called. Excuse the voice there. I thought I was on mute. A little upset at a few no calls there. So we go into the second intermission. Still no score. So sorry for the break there. Right when we came back from intermission, apparently we scored. I missed it. I'm getting an update from some others. So that was Huddy on a rebound from, I guess, Jackson's shot. So Preds take the lead 1-0. Also, if you're interested, Nick picks that one up at the blue line. His shot right in the breadbasket of the Mission goalie. If you're interested, on the rink beside us, the Nashville Flyers are up on the Vegas Golden Knights 5-0 going into the third. Nice shot from Carson there. Bad save from the goalie. Got icing on Mission. So Preds get an offensive zone face-off here. See what we can do with it. Grant battling behind the net. That puck reverses over to the far wall there. And it's going to trickle out of the zone. Winston and Grant. Winston and Grant getting that puck on the wall. And then Winston was able to dump it quickly into the, or wait and dump it into the zone. Mission gets it back. Ties the game back up at 1. That puck gets back past our defense. Back check wasn't fast enough to cover. Allows Mission to tie it back up. That was a short-lived lead. That back check has to be faster. I mean, if it does get by your defense, your forwards have to be hustling and sprinting back. Hayden dodges a check and actually caused the Mission players to go into each other. Oh man, that's nice awareness by Hank. Did I say Hayden? I meant Hank. Nice awareness by Hank. Saw that player coming out of the corner of his eyes. Nick Anderson's zone has that poked away from him. Hudson finds it on his stick, takes the shot. Goalie might have gotten a piece of that with his glove. Oh, that puck was wide. Nobody knew where it was. And Mission's upset because Huddy's taking a whack at it, but there was no whistle, so I don't know why they can be upset about it. Puck was live in the crease. Good lesson there. Play to the whistle, whether you're on defense or offense. Play to the whistle. Mission goalie scoops that one up with Carson on the doorstep. So you have Carson, Jonah, and Sully out there right now. Sully with a face-off win. Will trying to keep it in the zone. It does stay in. Sully tried to get it over to Carson. That was just a little too late. Allowed the Mission player to read that pass. And now there's going to be a high stick on Mission, it looks like. Putting the Preds on a power play. So I think it's their fifth or sixth maybe fifth power play of the game. Could really use one here to break this tie. Sending out Carson, Ruley, and Huddy. Tyler and Griffin. Ruley wins it to the wall. Tyler puts a shot on goal. That one through some traffic. Goalie makes a save. Carson with a good battle there. Ruley comes and help. Carson comes away with it. His shot. Yeah, it's in. Good deal. Good goal. Yeah, good goal. That one popped out quick, but I think it hit the back post. I think it hit the post in the back of the goal. Yeah, and popped right back out. So Carson will get awarded with that one, breaking the tie. Finally, a goal on a power play. Comes at 8:32 in the third.
The goal hit the back post. That hit the back post and came out.
I mean, I couldn't really see from here, and I wasn't shooting, but
You weren't shooting? I thought you saw everything.
I figured they were checking back there to see if it was padded or not, because it would make that sound. And it's not padded on top, so
Yeah, if you hit that front edge, it's not there.
I mean, it's a
So Mission debating the call of a good goal here. But ref's call on the ice is good goal. He had a good angle at it. I mean, it kind of looked like it went in too. That the way it popped out, it had to hit a post, and I think it hit that top post that circles around the back of the net and came out. Now they've actually taken it off the board. Yeah, it's on. No, it's back on. Yeah, good goal. 2-1 Preds. 8:32 to go in the third. Unfortunately, in youth hockey, you don't have the goal light that could indicate the goal. But that goal light is usually not automated anyway. It's a response from a signal from the ref. You also don't have any cameras other than Live Barn. Oh, that shot going in from distance goes through traffic.
All for something, I'm sure.
And now there's interference on who?
Hey, come on, play smart. Let's go.
Stay out of the box!
Carson. So interference on us. Right after we get a goal back and get the lead, we put Mission back on the power play. I think that's our 7th or 8th penalty of the game. Preds doing an okay job of killing this one so far. Got Hank down there, I think. Got Hank down there deep. Now Lucas takes the mission player off the puck. Got it to Hank, but Hank thought a defender was going to go after it, but he really needed to pounce on that. That shot from point blank range, Hayden makes a save. It looks like a little lackadaisical play here at the end of this power play. Now teams are at full strength, have killed the power play, or have killed the penalty. And you have Jackson with Ruley and Nick, Tyler and Talon. That pass goes all the way up. Got all the way up to the neutral zone. Ruley took that player off the puck as he entered the zone. Another good back check. Now Talon trying to get his stick on the puck. Both he and Ruley chip at it to Jackson. Jackson finds Nick. Nick tried to slide it underneath. I don't know if he tried to do that or if it just slid off his stick, but it was actually kind of a nice move. Putting it through the legs of the defender. I think he was going to go try to chase that and get his shot off. But to finish the thought about that goal that they were debating, don't have as much video to review here in youth hockey. And then Mission ties it back up on a pretty simple loose puck around the net. They poke it in, so back to 2-2. So back to 2-2. Nick enters the zone, has Sully over on the left side. Winston's shot from the point deflects wide. Nick sends it back around the back. Mission comes away with it though. Will was trying to clear it and cleared it onto the bench. .445 in the third. Back tied up. That shot from Mission, Hayden gloves it, puts it down, keeps it in play. Got Carson, Lucas, and Jonah out there now. Lots of bodies falling all over the ice here. Lucas chips that past the Mission player. Sheesh. Carson got decked behind the play, and there's going to be no call on that either. I don't understand how there's not an interference call on that. There's no hands up from the Zebras? Whew. So Carson looks like he is really favoring something there. Couldn't tell what it was, but man, that was behind the play with no call. 2-2 game with 3:13 to go in the third. Face-off win for the Preds. Winston takes it, turns the corner, turns around, scores! So Winston gets the first goal and breaks the tie with the third goal for the Preds. And so, yeah, apologies. I was checking around, making sure that I was right on the original first goal. When I came back, and I actually missed it, but when I came back I was checking around. When I said Huddy scored it, I meant Winston. But I forget that we have the other Huddy on the team. And that's why it's gotten a little confusing at times on the live cast. Goebel trying to find Grant. Had a mission player right in the middle, though. Grant tried to get it up to Ruley, but that basically came right back at him. I don't know what that deflected off of. Maybe just the board. Or was there a player there? I don't know. It was on this near wall. Couldn't see it, but he was trying to spring Ruley. Didn't get there, and then the puck bounced around a little bit. And it ended up in offside on Mission. Jackson's shot hits a Mission player there. Griffin hustling after it. Will trades place with him. Good job there of the defense to communicate. Lucas steals after the Mission player on the board. He's all alone. He takes the shot. Shot blocked, goes wide. Tyler's going to send it back in. Looks like players were onside. Now Sully finds that on the far boards. He's one-on-one. He had it slide off his stick, but then his shot might have gotten, the goalie might have gotten a piece of that and goes wide. And Mission's going to dump it and no icing. I don't understand why that's not an icing call. Who did it hit? Now the other Huddy, 21. Comes in with a chance, but got tripped up. That shot from Mission catches Hayden in the shoulder. Good job there, Winston, to trap that. Nice check on the board to trap him there and spring the puck loose, but then the Preds ice it. Mission has pulled their goalie, so it is 6-on-5 here. Goal empty for Mission. Preds up 3-2. Just under a minute to go. Nice job of Rulli to win the faceoff. Talon to clear the zone. He was going for the goal, but Mission player stopped that from going down ice. Now Will's going to rim it around the wall.
Go in, go in.
Huddy's going to shoot it. Nearly made it. And absorbed a check and reverse checked the Mission player here on the near boards.
Come on, Rudy. Let's go, Bill.
Now Huddy's going to take the face off. Talon's trying to fight a stick in his armpit. Nick chips it forward, and it just misses as well. They're going to say no icing, though, and let this one play on. Good stick from Huddy there. He's going to try again. Oh! And that one hits off the post as well. Now Rulli provides pressure deep in their zone. That's good. Loose puck here. Will's going to take the shot now, and that one goes just wide too. And it was offside. So as the shot was crossing into the zone, we were still offside. Got to kill another 4 seconds here. Preds up 3-2. And the Preds come away with it with a 3-2 victory. I still don't see Carson having returned after that hit. And he's getting checked out on the bench. And I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but he did not return after that hit. So Preds come away with that one, 3-2 victory. 1-goal game, kind of like the first game. But it was 2-1 in the first game, 3-2 in this one. So, Preds will next be in action in Wisconsin next weekend. Those games start on Friday, I believe. Here, let me try to update you really quick. Game on Friday.